Hey, everybody! Welcome to Joe Zone. Hey, so
Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Alf, Corey, Alabama Life Form, and Boba Field with us tonight. Dave will not be joining us tonight. Had something come up, so we'll be minus Dave. And in case you guys didn't see, they're doing the 30th anniversary Spawn Wave. So in honor of Dave, I'll let everybody know you can go get your very own. Now you can get your very own McFarlane action figure. So that's going to be one of the action figures in the 30th anniversary. It's going to be a 2-pack with Spawn and Todd himself in action figure form. So everybody have to get him a McFarlane figure.
I wonder how many people will use him as target practice.
After seeing the prices of some of this stuff, it's probably going to be a lot.
You raised my prices, Todd. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, all right. So we got quite a few things to talk about tonight. A little. So after the show actually it was during the show last week. I was showing a Mythic Legions figure that I got, and during the show this happened. Yeah, she lost a leg. So, well, we're gonna talk about this a little bit later on in the show and look at some more Mythic Legions. So for all you guys, I know there's a couple of guys in the groups that's starting to get into these, and so a little warning there: be careful because they will break very easily on you. So just a little heads up there, and like I said, we'll talk a little bit about it more later in the show. But first, I think Shane's got some breaking news for us. Well, all you Marvel Legends guys have probably already seen, but we're going to take a little closer look at the new Marvel Legends that were revealed this week. And speaking of which, there's a Joe live stream coming, Thursday, the 29th?
February 29th.
February the 29th.
Sir.
So we're going to get to see what they're going to hit us up with this time. Probably some pre-orders. I'm looking for the SMS with the Techno Viper being one of them. I think it's about time for them to put that up for pre-order. And who knows what else. So probably going to be interesting. And maybe we'll get to check some more figures off our list because hopefully they'll do some more name drops at least. And
goes more money floating away.
Render of a ferret.
What's that, Shane?
So my prediction is we'll get a render of a ferret with a ferret driver.
Yeah, may do it.
Yeah, I do believe so.
I think the things they name dropped back before Christmas, we'll probably see, like I said, like you said, digital renderings of them. And,
I forgot to mention y'all before during the pre-show. I did get my notification that Metalhead has shipped. Got it Saturday.
Yeah. I hadn't even ordered one. I'm gonna wait and see if I can get it in the store, but I don't know. We'll see.
I predict more empty wallets.
Yeah.
That's a given. That's not a prediction.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler.
So you make a good point, Shane, that all the vehicles so far, even the small ones, have come with a driver. So that is a good point. Mm-hmm. I wonder who the driver, because I'm pretty sure the ferret will have a driver with it. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a new character.
You think so?
It's going to be it's going to be called the ferret driver.
Yeah. Would it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool?
We kind of got a picture on there behind the scenes of him on the picture of the vamp. We kind of got a little picture of him there on the vamp background.
Oh, okay.
And then a couple hints with a helmet and stuff. So I think we're going to see a new character with a ferret driver.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was an Iron Grenadier paint scheme and then it was a ferret on a ferret? Because, the ferret was the Iron Grenadier driver for the Demon? Did I freeze or did y'all freeze?
No.
Oh,
okay. All of a sudden, everything got quiet. Nobody was moving. I'm like, what happened?
I think we were thinking.
But yeah, we could have a ferret on a ferret.
Who was in the cartoon, and I noticed a lot, but a lot of the characters that used the ferret were the Dreadnoks, because you saw them. They used the ferret a lot, and
and the twins.
Yeah, and the twins. So, but yeah, I mean, it would make sense if it had its own driver, a rider, that kind of thing. But since I think haven't they already said that Torch is coming out? Or is
yes.
Yeah, he's been in it.
Yeah. So you're gonna have the main Dreadnoks anyway. What if it was like Monkey Wrench or somebody? That would be,
I think it's gonna be Zorana's brother.
Xandar?
Yeah, Xandar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
Somebody though, I believe.
All right. Before we get too deep into this, let's go ahead and jump on the Marvel Legends. You got those ready for us, Shane?
Yes, sir.
All right. Black Winter Thor. Now, I'll be quite honest. I know very little about this character because I know there was a Black Winter storyline some time ago in Thor, but this modern Marvel stuff I'm not up to date on.
Yeah, I've heard of him, but I don't know much about it or what what
he's pretty much a repaint of the Thor he just has come out here recently with the crows.
Yeah. Right, the Herald Thor.
Mm-hmm.
With maybe I guess looks like a new head sculpt because I don't remember his hair being all.
This one will probably be sought after a lot since he comes with Zabu's head.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah. All right. So, what's y'all's thoughts on this figure? Yay, nay, eh?
I gotta have him.
It's interesting, figure and all. I mean, I like the cape. The shredded cape look is, pretty cool. And other than that, I'm just not really feeling it that much. Yeah. I mean,
cape looks kind of translucent too, don't it?
Yeah.
But I gotta have Zabu's head, so I gotta get him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the Build-A-Figure, they were smart with doing this. I mean, that's the whole reason. They're going to want you to buy the whole wave so you can get, so you can put Zabu together. Unless you want to buy the, pieces, the Build-A-Figure parts, separately or whatever.
You'll have to tell me who's commenting, Shane, because I can't. It just says Facebook users. All I see.
That's me too.
Mr. Batista.
Ah, okay.
Thanks for tuning in, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, and you are correct.
Johnson Wolf. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
All right.
Is that his hammer with the?
Yes, sir.
Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Okay. It's hard to tell what it is with all the like, what is that, smoke effects or something on it?
Yeah.
Black snow, I guess. If it's Black Winter, I don't.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't, from that other picture, I couldn't really tell what it was. I mean, yeah, from that,
Oh, wait a minute. How'd that get in the Marvel Legends?
It's a crossover.
You used his Green Lantern powers and slid in.
Don't give Hasbro no more ideas, Shane, with NFTs.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, I would love some amalgam figures from the amalgam comics when they crossed DC and Marvel together.
Didn't they make some of those back in the 90s?
Yeah, a dark claw action figure would be awesome.
So a lot of people did those in customs. They put them in Wizard magazine. A lot of people would, make customs of those figures. But yeah, those would be cool if they could do a collaboration on making those.
The one thing I do like about this wave is it's all comic book figures.
Are they all comic accurate?
I hate when they mix comic and MCU and then you have to buy it because I don't do the MCU. I do just the comics. So I hate having to complete a Build-A-Figure, have to buy a MCU figure that I really don't want just to get a Build-A-Figure piece.
Yeah, somebody needs to get their lazy tail down to the post office and send you your Build-A-Figure port. I don't know who that is.
I'll be honest with you guys. If I was a Marvel Legends collector, I would have to take my $20 that I was going to spend on this trashy figure and just buy the head for the build figure. Honestly,
yeah, I agree with you on that.
I absolutely hate this figure. And I'm not a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
So whatever, but I hate that. I hate the look of it.
It's like me and John said, we don't know that much about the figure, but yeah, if I was walking to a store and I saw this on the shelf, of course, first thing, like Corey says, yeah, okay, I got to buy this because I need Zabu's head. But if I was gonna, if I was walking and I saw it, I'd be like, I'm gonna pass because it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't resonate with me. It just doesn't have that, that's cool, I want that.
But the first thing, like you said, Phil, the first thing I thought of when I looked over these pictures and stuff before the show was genius marketing by putting that Build-A-Figure head with this trashy figure.
It seems like they already knew that's what was going to happen. They're like, let's put the head with the crappiest looking figure that we put in this wave.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, here's the deal. This is going to be a fan channel exclusive, so they ain't going to be no peg warmers.
Yep.
Oh, this wave is?
Yes, sir. This is the test.
That's the word. That's the word I've been hearing.
Yeah.
It's a
I wonder if
exclusive?
GameStop will get them.
Probably.
What kind of exclusive is it?
Fan channels like Fan Channel Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, stuff like that.
Well,
I got you. Okay.
They kept saying that about the wave with Blade and Luke Cage, and I never did see them at Walmart or Target, so I don't know. I mean,
I always seen them at GameStop's where I got all mine at.
Yeah, that's where I saw them at.
And here's my issue with this figure, guys. Let me just tell you. The head. Look at the hair.
Mm-hmm.
The hair is constantly going to be doing this, no matter what you do with it.
I'm having flashbacks to Zombie Scarlet Witch.
I mean,
she was top heavy.
He's standing there just holding his hammer, and his hair is just blowing in the wind.
See,
different head would have been great for me.
I was going to say, would it be better to have an extra head or a different head sculpt to go with it?
A different head sculpt period would just, to me, would make the figure a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, Corey hit on it too. That Thor figure with the cape already makes it very difficult to stand because the Herald Thor, which that's basically the same thing, is very difficult to stand because the cape's so heavy. And I've even put him on an action figure stand, and he still falls over. So that head is going to make it really top heavy, and it's going to be. I foresee that being an issue.
Well, here's the deal with the Scarlet Witch. There ain't enough sticky tack on the planet to get her to stand up.
Get out the JB Weld.
All right, on to the next one.
All right. To me, this is the worst figure in the bunch. So I'm glad they put Zabu's head with Thor instead of this one.
I'd much rather have this one than another one.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this this armor that this Iron Man.
Superior Iron Man.
He doesn't have any color on it. Ain't no color, no flash, no style, no nothing. It's just he's almost like a stormtrooper.
Well, he's not comic book accurate. He's supposed to be in like a metallic silver.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what I say. This to me, this is the worst figure in the group. And I'm glad they didn't put a Build-A-Figure piece in with him.
I was going to say, is that going to be, that's probably like an exclusive too, and you can only find one of those that, Yeah, he almost looks like an Adaptoid.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of in a way.
For me, this was the second worst because, like Bill said, the color. It's just white. It looks like a stormtrooper out there.
It's bland. It has no spice. Okay,
right.
Maybe a nice black wash could hit it.
Now, I'm going to tell you, if they would have made his face mask where it opens up blue, it would have helped that 100 times over.
I mean, not even his chest, not even his the arc reactor, his reactor in his chest. It's just white. Mm-hmm. There's no, nothing to distinguish. That's what it is.
Now, this head sculpt makes it look better than having the mask on.
Yeah.
but it's
I
still.
agree.
And what's the deal with the head, the hair sticking out of the top like that and all that? That's kind of odd. For an Iron Man.
That reminds me of Grifter from Wildcats because he was like that.
Yeah.
He had a mask and it would cut across the top of his head, you know, and his hair stuck out. That's what that kind of reminds me of.
Right.
Reminds me of the game
Mr.
they made.
Batista.
Yeah, Gambit too. Gambit's another
The Harold
classic example. That
The Harold Thor was in Ollie
Sorry.
not too long ago. A small repaint could give him a better head. Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Mr. Batista, last
Thanks
time
for
I was at
joining
Ollie
in,
a month
Mr.
ago, they're still there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, this is a lot to be desired for this figure. I'm just
but like John said, you ain't got to buy him because he ain't got to build a bigger piece.
right.
He's the one that. Well, if it's not going to be in Walmart or anything, I don't know, because usually they put either a Iron Man or a Captain America or one of the mainline figures in just because they know kids like them, and it helps them sell. But
would this be the 7th figure in the wave? Because usually they do 6 figures for the build a figure and then an extra one.
Yeah,
this is the extra.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Wolfsbane.
Now this one I like.
This will be for the X Factor team builders.
Right.
You know,
X-Force.
See, I got the Wolfsbane with the one before this was, I think it was Danny Moonstar, gave you several different heads. It's the Walgreens exclusive, but I got to have this.
Well, you need this one.
I thought she was X Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. I thought John said X Force.
Oh, did I say X-Force?
Yeah, no. Wolfsbane's part of X Factor, I think.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because later on, they took over the X Factor later on, her and Cable and some other. And I'm waiting for them to do Sunspot in a New Mutants outfit, because I think the Sunspot that come out, if I remember right, is for the X Factor team.
No, he's actually X Force.
Yeah.
Sunspot's X Force. Now she comes
I'm
with the
my
body
X's mixed up in.
So you need to get her so you have your main body of Zabu.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of her, tons of the main body floating around, because I see so much customization in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know they're gonna take this sculpt and they're gonna make a what's her name for Starjammers out of it.
Oh, Hepzibah.
Yeah, they'll make a Hepzibah out of it.
Yeah.
You know that's coming.
Yeah, because her head would be a good start for that. But she's got a tail, and she's actually she's like a cat, but I think she's actually like a skunk. Actually,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll use the arms and the legs from this one, and they'll give it a new head and a new body.
Well, like Corey said, this would be a perfect customization, figure.
I wonder if the original head, the Walgreens, would fit on that body, because I like it better than I do that one.
I do too.
Which I got it.
That one looks more like a female Wolverine head, don't it? With a.
Yep.
Yeah, that does.
Best figure in the line right here.
So far, yeah. I agree. This is the better one of the ones I've seen so far.
This is the best, to me, the best in the line. It just looks great. And I mean, you got the most important Build-A-Figure part in the whole line.
Well,
they sculpted the fur.
That and she's accurate.
And we've talked about how female characters hang on their pegs. So what do? Genius. You put the best, most important part for the Build-A-Figure with the female character in the line.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be honest with you, Shane. I don't care what Build-A-Figure part she would have had. I don't think she'd have been hanging.
But we know how it goes, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not being sexist or anything like that, because I love women. But that figure right there, is to me is the best one. Period. They didn't have to
But
do
what
it.
I don't,
Say.
what I don't like about my women, I don't like single jointed elbows. They took care of that with her.
All right. Red Widow.
Now, I know very little about Red Widow, but I really like this figure. I think I love the red and black and the kind of cloak with it. I think it looks pretty cool.
Reminds me of a female Deadpool.
Yeah.
Looks like a red ninja.
Some tells me she's gonna be hanging out with Storm Shadow and his boys.
And last week we talked about a customized Pythona with the hood and stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect for one. Absolutely perfect.
Just get that Aura Sing helmet and our head and put on there from the Black Series. Trim off that little antenna she's got sticking out of her head.
Hey, that's how she gets Sirius XM.
Yeah, I guess so.
She can pick up with this staff with the blades on the end. She can pick up any station she wants.
That's a cool.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about her, but she looks gorgeous. I wouldn't mind her having her on the shelf.
I like her weapon. Weapon's cool. I like the double-bladed staff.
I think she's supposed to be sort of like the White Widow and the Black Widow. She's part of the, the Russian, the Red Guardian, and
okay, yeah.
Ursa Major, and from that group, the Russian superheroes, I guess.
Would she be an adversary of the Black Widow?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know anything. She's a new character, so I really don't know anything about it. Like I said, a lot of the modern stuff I don't know that much about because I don't read a lot of the modern comics are just, I don't know. They're just not as good as the old stuff to me.
There's a lot of stuff that ain't good as the old stuff.
Some of it's not.
But back in the day was it.
But I could see her hanging out with Elektra. Or so,
I see a lot of customizations with this one for the customizers in the world. A lot. I mean, like I said, you got a female Deadpool. You got, potential Pythonas for G.I. Joe collectors until we get one that's coming with the classified series. And it's a great figure. No peg warmer for that one.
You might take her arms and put on the female Deadpool I already got to get the double jointed elbows.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next character up.
Oh yeah.
There's your Cable.
That is a very good, accurate likeness of the newer Cable.
Well, see, I got mixed feelings about this one. He's cool and everything, but I got the original Cable, and I kind of like him still. So.
Yeah.
Well, you need this one for your X Factor team. To go with a Wolfsbane.
Mm-hmm.
No, Cable's X-Force. Or he was X-Force in the comics. I don't know what he is now.
But this is the X Factor Cable here.
Oh, it is? Okay.
The X-Force is the one that come out.
Yeah, I got the X-Force
come out.
Okay.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Mr. Batista said Cable might be the best figure of the line for me. Marvel versus Capcom.
Capcom.
Yep, from the video game.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't come with an extra head.
Yeah, this is a great figure. Don't know much about Marvel, like I said, but this is an awesome one.
Yeah.
Did Cable always have a metal arm?
Cable,
yes.
Yeah.
Cable is the well, you got. Let's see here. It's confusing. There's a lot of time travel and stuff. He was the son of Cyclops and Jean Grey, but it was actually, I think, the Goblin Queen.
Well, I think you might have had a little Colossal in him.
Well, he has the technovirus that what do you call it?
Yeah.
And then
well, I hope I don't ever get that one.
He's got what do you call it? Psionic powers, or like so he's a limited telepath and that kind of thing, and he keeps that from infecting his whole body, but his arm you know, but he's constantly keeping his, you know, keeping that techno-organovirus from, you know, taking over his whole body, but he limits it to just his arm. So he's constantly under that pain of keeping that, you know, contained, you know.
Right. Okay.
I'm like to give him extra hands. I give him 2 trigger fingers.
Because he got 2 guns. Guys.
Well, yeah, usually they skip out.
Yeah, but it's cool. They gave it to him.
What's the
Yeah.
line? I got 2 guns, 1 for each of you.
Well, he's got 2 bad eyes and a metal arm, so you got a handicap sticker come with him? Sorry, bad joke. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
He's handy capable.
Cable, handy cable.
Handy capable? No, I got you.
Hand
All right,
capable.
enough of
There
that.
you go.
I gotta be the Dave. Enough of that dad joke stuff. It's a good looking figure, most definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, I've always liked Cable.
See there, Corey. Double shooter Cable.
I have the original Toy Biz Cable back from 93. I still have that one. That was the first Toy Biz figure I bought when they started doing the X-Men line back in the 90s. The Cable was the first figure I bought.
Now this is a very comic accurate Icarus, and I was really surprised that they did this figure.
This is another one I don't know much about.
So this is the second Eternal that they've done in comic form. They've done a Cersei that come with a Black Knight 2-pack, I think, but she was more of a modern Cersei. This is the original Icarus here. How he first appeared in the Eternals.
Oh,
who's
okay,
that?
so
One,
this is
who's that in the chat there wanting to buy a cable off somebody?
Hey, Mr. Batista. E.R. Batista.
I might have to get up with him because I don't want him. I just want the part.
There you go. See, we're helping each other out.
That's what we're supposed to do.
All right.
That's how we roll.
I really like this figure. This is really a nice figure.
I think I could take this head off of this figure and pop it onto a He-Man Revelations figure and have a great He-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to make a Marvel Legends He-Man. It was my idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a chance.
Yep, that would make a good He-Man hand.
So, John, you said this is the comic accurate Icarus?
Wow, hang on, y'all. Hang on for just 1 second. We got to go back and take a look at something.
Look like Gary Busey. The last day talking about. Hey, you know what
Gary,
he does, don't he?
There's Gary
You can't see
Busey
his
right there,
teeth.
fellas.
You can't see his teeth.
This is Gary Busey on meth.
No, they actually come out with a Sabretooth that's just like Gary Busey.
I think he's got a little conjunctivitis there.
He's got something. I'm going with meth or crack cocaine. All right, back to this one. Thanks for that comment.
Well, people should be happy because they're putting in more hands with the figures now, it seems like. So
yeah. That's what we really wanted. So maybe they're listening to people. Come find me, and Icarus needed an update since we got a nice cereal. Or was that Cersei?
Cersei.
Hey guys, I got a little info on Red Widow for you. I looked it up here. I Googled it. Says she was the latest product of the Red Room. Originally a homeless, she was brought into the program when she was 7 years old. And as a result of the Red Room's rigorous training, her body is covered in scabs and scars. So it says, following the Russian government's decision to revamp their premier super team, the Winter Guard, the Red Widow was appointed as a member of the unit. Let's see. Despite Crimson Dynamo acting as the leader of the Winter Guard, Red Widow often called the shots. So she's part of that program that Black Widow was in.
Oh, cool.
Right.
How'd you find that information?
It's on Marvel's database.
You did what? How'd you do that?
Googled it.
You better not Google her too much. You might file charges.
No, well, what she don't know won't hurt her.
Well, sometimes it's a screw up. She's got that many stars all over.
Apparently, somebody's been hitting her. Or
Right.
somebody Googled her too much, and she got violent.
Yeah. Okay. On to the next show.
There's the man.
Savage He-Man.
Yeah,
Yep.
Savage He-Man.
No, that's Kazar.
Never mind, that's Kazar, isn't it?
You know what? When Savage He-Man come out, I thought that would have made a good Kazar.
I was gonna make one, but he don't scale well with Sauron.
Yeah.
Well, I just can't say nothing much about this one.
Yeah, he looked like you
I got
said.
a lot to say, but I don't think I
Savage
will.
He-Man.
Oh, I gotta have him.
Well, yeah, he's got a leg you need.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no, I actually gotta have him too because I got the Sauron builder figure.
yeah. You got to have him if you're gonna have Sabu. So
No, yeah.
You got Sauron too. I got the Sauron that goes with all that.
Well, I remember John saying that they should have done a Shanna figure.
yeah, that's my only
Shanna, however you say her name.
that's my only gripe about this. They didn't do a Shanna She-Devil to go with it.
Yeah.
They should have done her instead of the Superior Iron Man, or at least maybe the Red Widow or one of those. But
Well, that may be coming because they did tease Scar. So
yeah, a lot of people believe that's Scar.
His-
It could be a big sword for Shanna though.
His face is awfully tame for someone that lives in the Savage Land.
Well, you know what's going on here? This is Lieutenant Falcon's face. With
You
hair
know
on it.
what? Yeah, I can see that.
holy hell!
I looked at this and I said, that is Lieutenant Falcon's face with blonde hair on it.
Yep.
And a little
Got the
bit
same
younger.
kind of chin and everything.
It looks just like him, man.
Yeah.
I wish I would have downloaded another picture and put them side by side.
Yeah.
That face, when I first saw it, I thought, that's Falcon's face.
Well, I'm buying that one, peeling the hair, and making a He-Man off one of the bodies.
He's
I think
naked.
He-Man's actually jacked up a little bit more than he is.
Not much from Marvel Legends though.
So does this guy actually go with the Build-A-Figure guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
Sabu's his pet.
Are they like buddies and they like cuddle and stuff?
They're like
Yes.
Scooby and Shaggy.
Or
No.
He-Man and Battle Cat.
Yeah.
But
Shaggy and Scooby's always fighting a large pterodactyl man.
I just hope it doesn't come with that huge gap between the ab crunch.
Oh, I just seen that. Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Looks like he was knifed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I noticing this stuff? Anyway,
Well, these are technically renders, right?
See, he is.
no,
he
these
and-
are actual toys.
yeah.
Okay.
He and Shanna are married in the comics. Shanna's
Well,
his wife.
You could stick a little bit of putty in that crevice right there in his abs. So, you know.
Well, this is probably still a prototype. I mean, they're more than likely.
And here it is. The Build-A-Figure.
Beautiful.
It
Got
is
an articulated jaw. Beautiful.
His fur looks like it has the same kind of texture as Timber does from Snake Eye.
Yeah, I want this Build-A-Figure myself, but I'm not buying anything, so I'm gonna be buying the
Just the pieces.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get two off me.
All right,
Or
that's good.
at least one I know of because I'm gonna buy two of the Kazars.
Because I just want this to go with the other animal figures I've got. because I love this Build-A-Figure. I mean, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to buy the figures unless I can move them. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him. He's got his jaws articulated like Sauron's is.
Right. We just need a devil dinosaur with Moon Boy now, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best Build-A-Figures I've seen lately. But
What was the last Build-A-Figure wave they did that Marvel did?
Oof.
The Void.
Yeah.
I think it's just now starting to hit stores, or maybe I hadn't seen any out yet. But
you said the Void?
Yeah.
I don't know that one either.
It's another from the modern stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I haven't just kept up with my Marvel history in the last 10 years.
I'm trying to think of the one before that.
The Void, or the one you need to build a figure apart from me from.
Yeah,
that was
the
the one before
mindless
that.
one. That's the one before the
mindless one.
Yeah.
And then there was that one. Then there was one before that one, and this one.
Or is there one? Wait, is there one between the Void and this one? Because they just announced this, right?
No, I think there's the Void. There's not one between them two.
Okay. Wasn't there an Adaptoid Build-A-Figure?
No, he was a single figure. He was sold by himself, and he was a deluxe figure.
Or a Super Adaptoid or something like that that come out.
Yeah.
John got that thing. Yeah, he showed it up on the show.
Yeah.
But for me, this Marvel line is probably about a B.
Do you have the others that they revealed?
The last one was the Void.
That was all they revealed.
And then
they had some retro card stuff too.
Yeah, I didn't get none of the retro.
They also revealed a Arnim Zola 2-pack, wasn't it? It's the classic Arnim Zola with a new head, a new body sculpt, I think.
No, I reckon that's the controversy because I said they wouldn't make hooded figures, and he's got a hood.
Oh yeah, those are
right. Come with Baron Zemo. The Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo.
About.
Yep. So I need both of those too. So I'm going to end up getting both of those.
Yeah. That's got a lot of people in the Joe community talking because they're doing that Baron Zemo with the hood, and now they're wanting Cobra Commander.
For your future reference, Action Figure 411 has a list of the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figures. It'll tell you the year, what wave, how many figures are in it, and it'll tell you the Build-A-Figure and then what the movie or what it came from.
Yeah.
Well, I know this new wave that's coming out
somewhere.
This thing right here is shot up on the secondary market like nuts.
Which one is that from?
That's Sauron. I got back into collecting right around this, and so I had to piece him together. I think Gwenpool was in that wave. And
is that the one from that Deadpool X-Force wave?
Yeah, that's Deadpool. Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe I can't remember. I know Gwenpool was in that wave, and I think I want to say who else is in that wave? Lady Deadpool was in that wave.
Hold on a second, and I'll tell you.
It had Deadpool in his boxer shorts, and then
yes, sir. He done something. Yep.
The X-Men,
you had
trainee recruit, X-Men recruit, Madcap. With Madcap's head.
You had Bishop, Deadpool in boxers, Lady Deadpool, Omega Red, X-23, and X-Men Deadpool was in that Sauron wave.
And I think X-23 was the hardest one to get. That was the last one I got to get that.
Yeah.
Wow, it even gives you prices on these figures too. If you're looking for a certain one, it kind of gives you an average.
Yeah.
That was 2018. When that came out. Man, I don't know where the last 5, 6, 7 years have gone. I mean,
time flies.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
All right, let's see. So that's all the Marvel Legends we got, right? Okay.
Yep, that was all the Marvel Legends.
All right.
So far, out of that, all those, I think my favorite was probably Cable. I think out of all those figures, the Wolfsbane was good, but I think Cable was probably the one I can associate with, or that I would look. Hey, I like because I like Cable anyway, but that's the only one I would probably go with.
Cool.
I was all about Kazar because Zoran here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could pose, yeah, that would be good right there. Have Sauron and Kazar going at it, pose them to look like they're fighting each other, that kind of thing.
Hopefully they put out another Shayna figure, because I'm hoping, because that Shayna Kazar Zabu 3-pack that they done in the Comic Con, that thing's still out like what, $200-$300 for it if you can find it, or more.
I was going to ask you if they actually made a figure of her.
Yeah.
They did make one of her.
It was a San Diego Comic Con
Figures,
3-pack.
yeah.
Exclusive. It was back when they first relaunched Marvel Legends, like what, 2000. It'll be on that list. They got it on that list there that you had pulled up. Probably 2012, 2013, maybe somewhere in there.
Let's see, 2009 is when they stopped. They started back up in 2012. It looks like that's the Terrax. The Terrax.
Yeah.
And Terrax and Arnim Zola were 2012 Build-A-Figure waves.
Oh, where'd Corey go? He disappeared on us.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
He turned into Alf.
What do you got for us, Boba Field?
Well, we went to Mountaintop this morning and braved the cool weather. It was really nice outside, and the sun was out, but the wind was blowing a little bit, so it was a little chilly. So I wore my denim jacket with my patches on it. I'm going to show that to y'all one day, let y'all see what all I have on it. I'm not done with it.
I saw your Facebook posts of it.
Yeah, that's a few of the patches I have on there, but I've got a lot more I want to put on it. So it's going to be like a pop culture denim jacket with all kinds of different patches on it from like movies and all the different universes that we all like. So still working on it, work in progress. So, but anyway, took 3 boxes, 2.5 boxes of comics up to Kip Reeves. He has a metal building up at Mountaintop Flea Market. It's between Atala and Altoona off 278. And they're only open on Sundays. And I've done some trading with him before. I think he's a member of our group. He's a real nice guy. He'll do you right. He does trading. He'll sell, buy, that kind of stuff. But I picked up a few things. I'm still working on my Star Wars Power of the Force stuff. And I picked up 2 vintage figures from him. And he gave me a real good deal on 2 figures that I wanted to put in my Darth Vader case that I'm trying to complete and trying to get all the figures that go. They've already got the little stickers with the names on them. They're already in there, and that's how I got it. So I'm just kind of filling it up by going by those stickers. So anyway, I'll show you the carded figures that I picked up. They're 2 of them are from the Power of the Jedi collection. And actually 3 of them, and then 2 of them were Power of the Force, back from the mid '90s. So anyway, my first one is this is Leia in her. This is actually General Leia from Return of the Jedi. She comes with a little like photo card there, and the only thing about this figure that bothers me, and is this section right here. And yeah, I know it's not really, articulated, that much, but it just, I don't know. But anyway, she wasn't expensive, and I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do the whole run, trying to be a completist, but because these figures are not terribly expensive, so you can buy a bunch of them. They're still available, and that's what I'm trying to do. So that's what I'm working on. And of course, on the back, you've got a checklist of some of the figures that you can get. You can see all the different ones. This was, in my opinion, when they started doing better figures for the Power of the Force line, because when they first started, you got Luke on steroids, Han on steroids, and they all muscled up. So, but anyway, I got that Leia, and then I picked up a Scout Trooper. I think he's one of the better looking Scout Troopers I've seen. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage on his armor there too, but he comes with that card, little what do they call it, Jedi Force file, and that's on there. But he's from that same wave that the Leia's from, Power of the Jedi. Also, he's got the little checklist on the back, a little bit of information on the back of his card and everything. Then they did this figure in the Phantom Menace, and I did not realize that it was part of the Power of the Jedi. But this is Fode and B. They're the pod race announcers. The two-headed guy, announcing the race and everything. But it's from the Power of the Jedi line, and he also comes with the card and got a little bit of information on the back, so you can kind of read about where they're from or what they do, that kind of thing. Got the checklist on the back. Cards are a little bent up. This one's got a little bit of sun damage, but I'm going to open it anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
Well, I think for their age, they look pretty good.
Yeah. And then this one here, I did not realize I didn't have it until I started looking through my database. This is the Sand Trooper. Now, on some cards, it'll say Imperial Sand Trooper or Tatooine Stormtrooper on it. So that's one of those variations that they did, back then. But I didn't have a Sand Trooper, so I went ahead and I got him. Like I said, these were not expensive. They anywhere from $5 to $10. Mm-hmm. So me being a Star Wars guy, I'm just, this is what I do. They're not expensive, and I like them. And you do you, and I'm gonna do me. So.
And you can buy those loose $2 or $3.
Oh yeah. You can find them loose and complete and everything for like Shane said, anywhere from $3 to $5 probably. I like the fact that they put these file like cards on the back, kind of like the old GI Joes did. They kind of gives you tells you what they how high what their height is and what their status, all that kind of stuff and everything, plus a picture and all that, and then kind of gives you another checklist on here with some figures that you can get. So anyway, I'm gonna put him with my dewback and that kind of those kind of things. Then the last one I got on the card was the AT-AT driver, and this is also from Power of the Force, and he's got that freeze frame slide. I think these are really cool because if you had like a slide or a projector or something, you could. I think you actually can put them inside it, and you could actually shine it up on the screen or whatever. But I think this is one of the better looking AT-AT drivers. He's he just looks like he should and everything. So I put him with my big AT-AT that I got from John. Thanks, John. And then it's got a card on the back. Kind of doesn't show him, but it shows what he drives. So I love this scene. This is one of my favorite scenes in all of the Star Wars movies. It's the Battle of Hoth. Just seeing the walkers for the first time, you just get that feeling like, oh, they're in trouble.
You could mail in and get you get the little packs that would hold those freeze frames. They got little booklets. And
really? I did not know that. Okay.
It looks like Han's binoculars that he was using when he was looking at the droid.
Oh yeah. Right.
That's what you put them in to view them.
Okay, that's cool.
And
I didn't
I
even
think
know
you
that.
can get them. I got some of the little holders off of eBay. Not too expensive. Of course, it's been a while back.
Okay.
I never did get the viewer though, but I think it was a little pricey.
Does it look like kind of like a viewfinder, thing where you like click?
Yeah, you just stick them in there. But it looks like the thing that the binoculars that Han had. When him and Chewie sitting there looking at the droid.
Yeah, the probe droid. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It looks like that. Those binoculars he had, they're white. It's white.
That's cool. Yeah.
So like an old school Viewmaster.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean it was similar to a Viewmaster. Yeah, but I think you just put them in one at a time. You put it in and take it out. It's like I think it's how the.
Well, yeah, there's probably not they didn't want to make it too complicated for to do like a slide, like a round, slide projector where it's swaps slides one
And,
one at a
and if
time.
you're gonna be a completionist, there's a variation on the R2D2 slide. One of them, I forget what it is. But there's a difference in the slides on the R2D2.
I didn't hear you say that, John. Okay,
Yep.
so all
Oh,
right,
there's a
so
lot of variations when it comes to those Power of the Force figures.
oh yeah, I'm not worried about all the variations because I'm going to open them. I'm keeping the cards though. I do keep the cards. I cut the bubbles off. I keep the cards because I'm going to put them all. I'm going to do like a filing system. I'm going to put all the cards like in a box and file them and keep them. Because maybe later on when my grandkids or my great grandkids, find them or whatever, then they decide they want to sell them or whatever, then they got the cards to go with the figures. So there you go. So I got two vintage figures, and this is one I didn't have. He doesn't have his weapon, but this is a shifty-eyed looking hammerhead. Look at how he's looking to the side like he's up to no good. Of course, he had like 5 seconds of screen time in the cantina. You're sitting at the table just chilling with a drink and with other guys, but I got him now. His head's kind of loose. It moves really really easy. So I'm just trying not to pop it off. Don't want
Well, now I know what McFarlane got the side eye doing.
to. He got it from Hammerhead. He's like, ooh, I'm shifty. Look at me. So I got him, and this right here. I've been looking for one of these that was not messed up, the paint coming off or sticker messed up and everything. And I got a vintage R2. Look at this. Look at his dome. I mean, this thing is clean. I mean, the paint on it's good. The blue on it's good. I mean, and it makes the little clicky sound when you turn it. But this is one of the best, vintage R2s I've seen. I mean, and out looking, and his sticker. This is the back of the sticker, and then this is the front. Not even torn up or peeling or anything. Yeah, it's it's old, so I mean it does have a little bit of discoloration, that kind of thing. But this thing I thought was great. I mean his legs are in good shape. They're not real loose.
I
This
know
one's
in
a
your
little
light,
looser.
the blue is popping in your light. It's very popping. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm really impressed with this. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I got R2 in the Hammerhead, and for $25, you're not gonna find an R2D2 in that condition for even that. Because on eBay, those things are going for probably close to $50. So, and I could be wrong. I haven't looked at them. I haven't really priced them lately. But when I saw one, he had it. That and the Hammerhead, those go in my Darth Vader case. So that's where they're going. And then the last thing I picked up, more Power of the Force goodness, and that is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And it's in the box. The tape's, obviously coming off because of age, but it is complete. You can see where the tape is, old. Box is in really good shape. You can tell it's not got a whole lot of damage on it or anything. Sides are good, and I keep the boxes on these too. And these also come with the file type cards on the back of them. And then you've got more pictures of other figures and things like that. But I never got a lot of the vehicles when this line came out, and I'm slowly getting more. These are running about $50, $60 on eBay now. And he gave me, I got this and all those carded figures for $60. And that's after trading some comics and stuff with him too, because I had a good trading the comics for the R2, the Hammerhead, and the carded figures in this, and I only spent like I think $30. So I'm not disappointed at all. So but anyway, been looking for this one for a little while, and he had one, and I cleaned the box up a little bit, and I think it looks good. I'm planning on taking it out, but I keep the box. I'm gonna fold it down and put it with the other cards and things, and hang on to it. But that was my finds for the day, and had a good time. The weather was really nice at Mountaintop, and just enjoyed the day. It was really really nice. Went up and saw my mama after that, and she's doing good. So it was a good day overall, and that's all I got.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Glad I could contribute.
Corey, you got anything or?
It's been dry for me. Like I said, only a little bit I got that. I got the mailing notification from Metalhead, and that's it. And I've been looking. It's just been dry. Even at the clearance stores, dry.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough.
Which I hate to tell the clearance collectors that Zabu set that's gonna be a dry run.
I think we're going to start seeing a lot of it drying up because they're going to cut production numbers. They're not going to produce as much as they were because they got so many going to clearance.
Well, I think they're going to do probably going to do a deal. They're going to produce X amount. Then, if you want it, they'll produce as you order it.
I look for a lot of this stuff to eventually go to online only. I'm really looking for the classified to do that. To be honest with you, the way it's going, but
what about this deal with McFarlane and their little deal here lately about packaging Catwoman one per case?
Oh, are they? I hadn't heard that.
That's the movie Catwoman, yeah.
The one that's like $40 or something.
Yeah.
Well, McFarlane, he loves the secondary market on his stuff, so he's just why he does stuff like that.
Yeah.
He puts one of the most sought after figures of the wave.
I'm going to tell you,
one to case.
It's I think there's more of those McFarlane figures out there we think. Like I said, I walked in the Gaston Walmart and they had 3 of those Nightfall Batmans for $10.50. They had a Two-Faced Batman for $10.50. They had they had Batwing for $10.50, and some. I mean, these are figures that I didn't even really see in the store, and now all of a sudden they popped up for $10.50.
I got a feeling.
Distribution.
I got a feeling that they didn't put out as much stuff at Christmas as they could have because they probably didn't have the room on the shelves for it.
I agree with Dave. I think there's cases of these figures sitting around somewhere.
And so now they're putting them out and trying to revamp, get some money, for them and, putting them on clearance or whatever.
Well, I've never seen Bane out on the shelf anywhere, that mega fig. And I seen one clay face, and now Target and Florence has got 2 of them clay faces, and they got dust on them. So they've been setting somewhere.
It's distribution, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Walmart's distribution is terrible. Walmart has got stuff just sitting out there everywhere.
Yeah, Marvel's gonna have 2.
It's killing it, man.
They'll have some more store only deals coming out, which I probably won't never get to Hydra Captain America.
This past week they had the Master Universe Origins Rock on, and it went up, said for pre-order, but 3 days later I got it in the mail.
Oh, really?
So is that quick? But from my understanding, the Origins,
like they didn't know what they were talking about.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to get them through Mattel Creations, I guess.
Is that like Mattel's HasLab or something?
No, they're. Well, if they would move the Sorceress and Naked Stratos off the shelves, they might get something and it would sell. But that's all that's around here. And so now, from my understanding, the Origins they're just gonna offer the remaining. They're gonna make. They're planning on making all the ones that were vintage figures. They're planning on remaking them in Origins, but they're gonna do them one at a time through Mattel Creations going forward. And the Masterverse will be the only thing that'll still be in the stores.
Well, my opinion is Walmart distribution. Because what was it? Rick Shane was looking for a Kevin Nash, and you actually took a picture, and me and you went back and got one that was just tons at Walmart in Russell, and they never have anything done.
Yeah, they it's Walmart's distribution is what's killing them. I mean, what store do you know gets an exclusive figure, such as the G.I. Joe classifieds they're getting, and you don't see them in the stores? Not Target.
I think Walmart's doing them. I think Walmart's just doing them online only. They're exclusives the way it looks.
Well, I spoke to a guy in GameStop Saturday, and me and the lady that runs the GameStop was actually talking about the distribution. And he works at the distribution center in Coleman. And he said it is so hard for them to get stuff out right now that it's unreal. And it's been like that for 2 years. Yeah. He said they get product in and getting it shipped out is terrible for them. Yeah. He said that he don't know what's going on, why they can't get stuff out, but their stuff just sitting there. Because I asked him, I said, why is Walmart just now getting stuff that's a year old? Yeah. As far as product. And that's what he said. He said, it's so terrible trying to get stuff out right now. It's just terrible. Yep. And then the reason we got talking about distribution was because the lady that was running the GameStop also works at the Target distribution center during the week. And she said their stuff is going out the door just like that. And you can see it in the store. But then you go to Walmart and you see stuff that's a year old just now hitting the shelves.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to speak from personal experience because I used to work for Walmart. They're a bunch of disorganized clowns.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you see how fast it takes them to put that candy out for Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day or Easter or any of that? They got that stuff out like as soon as one holiday's gone, bam, there's the next holiday, right? Lined right up.
You got on the shelf. You got managers screaming that way with pool stuff, seasonal stuff constantly. Gotta be out.
Yep.
Well,
you got other stuff that needs to go out too. I'd rather see them toys out than that candy that you don't really need to be eaten anyway. So
But that's the thing. Toys is probably a very small percentage of Walmart sales, and so they put the effort on them.
Well, the reason they put them out, how they expect to sell them.
Right. The reason they got the effort on the seasonal stuff, the managers gets a bonus if they don't lose profit like on that seasonal stuff. So that's the reason they get it out and get sold.
Yeah. That figures. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about that dollar.
Yeah. If they can make money off of it, they're going to put it out there and sell it. But the stuff that they make little money off of, they're not going to put a lot of effort in it. And that's why I think these figures, these classifieds that are Walmart exclusives, are just offering them online because they're trying to encourage collectors to buy online so they're not having to take up store space.
Corey, you were talking about it being dry, Do y'all not have any like thrift stores or antique malls or places like that up y'all's way?
Dry.
Oh yeah, we got all of them.
Yeah, do you check those? Do you check those very often, or it just?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Dry. It's just dry.
Store and antique store.
Yeah.
I've gotten desperate. I've actually went to the mall.
Look, y'all can laugh, but our mall is terrible. So
well, Gadsden ain't much better.
We got one mall that the only thing that's got in is outside stores. The whole inside's closed down.
Yep. We got a brand new Food City.
Yeah, that's the best part about the mall now too.
We went in there Saturday. We went in Food City Saturday, and the prices ain't much better than Publix or Johnson's or Walmart or anywhere.
You got to get the card, man. You got to get the card, just like Ingles.
I did. I went in and got the value card. I did. I got it.
I got a half 25,
Uh-oh.
and they had a whole gallon of milk for $1.50. But you had to have a card.
I had to have the card. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went into our mall Wednesday, and as soon as I got home, I had to take a shower. I felt so dirty.
Hepatitis shot. And, you know.
There's just nothing in there. You have to dodge tumbleweeds.
Yeah. All right, let's shift gears here. So I told you guys that I had the leg break off my Mythic Legions figure that I this was the first one I purchased.
Oh,
I love the figure.
collateral damage.
But so I actually, like I said, I took a bunch of stuff to Wolf Den and I done some trading. And in that trade, I did get me another one in case I can't fix that leg. I said, well, if one breaks on this, maybe it'll be the other leg. Then I'll have a hole in between the two. But this is one of my favorite figures. I love this figure. It's the detail and all, and I love the cloak. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna take this one if I can't get it fixed, and just probably end up just gluing the leg on where she'll stand up, and then putting the cloak on this one, and then taking the cloak for this one and leaving it off so I can pose her in like a action scene or something, an action pose. And so I'm going to take the cloth cape, because I guarantee you if Hasbro does a Pythona figure, she's going to have a plastic cape. So this is going to be my Pythona cape that comes with this one right here. And so I've got a backup in case they do. I'm pretty sure it'll be a plastic cape. I just almost bet money that it will.
I will bet money.
So I got one of the wizards. I like him. He's pretty cool. And he's got, if you take this off, he's got like a knight's armor on underneath this. He's got this thing here that goes on. You see these two plugs in there that plugs into his back. He's got the holes there in the back that plugs into. I hadn't put him on yet because I have not. So here's the deal with him, and maybe it was in that one that I opened, that first one I opened, I didn't see it, but it come with this piece of paper in there. And actually, one of the older figures I got also had this same piece of paper in there. And it says, joints on Mythic Legion figures can become tight after production. When posing Mythic Legion figures for the first time, especially during cold weather, it's recommended that heat in the form of a warm air from a hairdryer or warm water be used on tight joints in order to loosen the joints slightly before posing. Gently rock the joint forwards and backwards or clockwise, counterclockwise, depending on the type of joint, until the joint moves freely. Failure to do so could result in irreparable joint breakage. Okay. So they do put a little warning slip in there with their figures. And like I said, I must have missed it on that one when I opened it. So I'm not gonna do much with him because I have not soaked the joints yet. I'll probably just put it in hot water. To me, I prefer that than trying to sit there with a hairdryer. But like I said, and I think it was Gage, another member of our group. He also got this same one from Wolf's Den. I believe he posted yesterday. And he had a picture of it without the cloak, so you can go check it out. But like I said, he's got like armor on underneath it. I love the fact that he comes with the regular head. I don't know if you can see that. I love the detail. Well, I mean, look at the detail in his beard and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is. These are really. I mean, yeah, they're kind of fragile, but the detailing on them is awesome. And then he comes with the where he's got the glowing eyes. Well, you can't really see in this, but his eyes are like red. It's like he's performing the magic and he's screaming, and he's got the, like he's screaming out the spell or whatever he's doing there.
That's the you shall not pass head.
Yeah. And the beard kind of comes out. If you had it on there, it kind of comes out a little bit like it's flailing in the wind or something. And pretty cool. I mean, this is pretty awesome. Come with this big staff, and he come with a
Sauron there, ain't it?
What's that?
That was the Eye of Sauron there, wasn't it?
It looked kind of reminds you.
That was Saruman's staff.
Yeah, he's got. I haven't taken him out yet, but you can see he's got some effects.
Oh wow!
He's got like six more hands, and he's got some like little trinkets, little vials. in there, and like a little like a chicken head or something, like a skull and some other stuff.
Hey, he comes with his own lunch.
Yeah, but you can put on it. I hadn't got those out yet, but he is. I mean, I love it. It's pretty cool, and
He's
I tell
on
you what,
detail. Because I was going to ask you a question: was his beard hair until you picked up the other head by the beard?
yeah. Let me just go ahead and take this off, and I can show you the. Like I said, I'm gonna be real careful with him. The head pops off easy on him. It's got a big joint there, but you can take this off, so you can pop that head on there where you got the screaming. You know.
That's his battle
Turn off
face.
the lights.
But you can see. Let me pull this off real. Like I said, I'm trying not to move his arms or nothing until I can soak them, just to be safe.
Hey, John, that figure that you lost a leg on, you could always give her a peg leg and turn her into a pirate.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I know what.
He's got some kind of like armor on underneath it.
Well, I know they're saying if you had that breaking issue, you could contact them and they would send a replacement.
Oh, really? Well, I need to contact them. I'll get me another one.
Because I reckon they caught so much slack because they wasn't going to do that. But Bobby Valor, he done it with his second wave.
Yeah.
Because they had issues with tightness on them, which thank God I heated my Sergeant Slaughter up. I didn't have no issues with it.
Yeah.
But if Bobby Valor at $32 or something can do it, they can do it at $50-something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, let's see if I can get this in there. The only things are a little difficult to pop in on them, but once you get them in there, they stay. On some of them, I got another one that I'll show you here in a minute, but I'll get that in there. Probably would help to heat them up a little bit, and they'd probably pop in those sockets pretty good. There we go. So yeah, so see, you got this. You can put on there. You can put it on. You can also, there's holes in the back, so you can actually put it on over the road too. It's some kind of like, I don't know, armor type deal there. Really cool. I showed this one last week, but I didn't open it yet. I just opened it right before the show, so I'm not going to mess with her too much. But this is Famine, one of the horsemen. She's of the vampire class. Really, really cool. I mean, you see the little like skull thing there on her head. That's got the ballast. And on her back, you can see there's a place for it right behind there, and it'll fit in there. But this goes on her back, and I got to figure out how to get it on there where it'll stay, because this is one of the things I was telling you about. It tends not to want to stay on there good, so I'm gonna have to work with it a little bit more. But it's like four extra arms that she's got that fastens on her back, and you can put the balance. So you got the ballast in there, the scales, because like I said, she's Famine. So, and I guess it come with two extras because there are two more, or maybe you just hang them on the other two hands. I don't know. You can put this in one of the hands, and then it's got two more of these that come with it.
Are those actual metal chains?
Those are metal chains.
That's cool.
Those are metal chains. And these
John?
also come with these two like almost like sheath type swords, I guess you'd call them.
Sickles?
Yeah, sort of like sickles, yeah. So
John, repeat after me. Sticky tack is our friend.
oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I've used for her arms and stuff.
Yeah, it just needs a little something to help hold it in that little thing. And her hair, I didn't think, I thought, well, how's that going to go on there? But actually, it'll fit. Well, her head come off. It'll fit, like that one strand of hair will go right between them, like that. I just got to, like I said, I'm probably going to have to put a little of that sticky tack in there to kind of hold it.
She looks like she's part alien queen.
But, yeah, kind of. But I mean, it's a beautiful figure. I mean, the detail. I mean, look at here at the skull on her. See that? Like a little vampire bat head or something. Skull almost looks like Kordak, don't it?
She's taking fashion tips from Mystique.
Yeah.
Now we know who's like Kordak. Spoiler
And of
alert.
course, Of course, a horseman's not a horseman without what?
A horse,
Oh,
of course, of
A
course.
horse. So I did get her horse also, which has the bat
yeah.
wings on it. Notice
The bat horse.
notice that it's got like a skull for a mouth. The
Mhm.
bottom part of it's a skull. It's like don't have no skin on it, and the eyes are white. It's got
Yeah.
the purple mane, which is kind of cool. I mean, the rest of it looks like a normal horse. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it good in this lighting. You see that? It's like another like a beaked skull.
Mm-hmm.
See that? I mean, the detail on these things are amazing. And and just while I'm thinking about it, right now they have a horse on their website it's a regular horse. You know, it don't have the skull on it. It's actually a regular horse. If somebody's wanting a horse for their spirit figure, which a lot of people, you know, wanting horses to put spirit on, they got one on sale for $55 right now on their website. They have some army builders for $26 right now on the website. These are regular $49.99 figures, and they got them for $26 right now on their website. So if you're interested in these, you go check out the website because I got some. They started to sell yesterday, but they're really cool. The other two things I couldn't pass up. I mean, they're well, I'll go ahead and do the one that we talked about before. This right here is just absolutely awesome. This moose is amazing. I mean, look at the antlers on that thing. It's huge. His head's a little loose. I guess I guess anybody's head would be a little loose with that kind of weight on it. But yeah, I mean, it is really awesome. Moose has got the little beard. You know how Moose has got the little beard I mean, it's really amazing. Got the little moose tail on the back. And but yeah, I mean, I just couldn't get over it. And Nancy actually likes this, and she don't usually get excited about any of my action figures or anything, but she got excited about the moose. She actually she's probably going to take it away from me. Pretty much, she already has. She done laid claims to it.
Yep, that's got sock monkey written all over it.
Yeah, it'll have a sock monkey on it for long. But I tell you what, I was talking to Jonathan at the Wolf's Den. He said I guess last year before, around Christmas, they released that Father Christmas action figure, and they had it in the ad with the moose, and that's what propelled. He said that's what propelled the sale of the moose. The moose started selling like crazy when people saw that ad, and which, by the way, if you're looking for a Father Christmas figure, he's got some in his store down there. Unfortunately, this was his last moose, so he's fresh out of mooses, but. Yeah, fresh out of mooses, no more moose. Would it be mooses or meese? I don't know.
Moose.
I think it's just moose. It's moose, one way or the other. Plural,
Moose.
singular. It's just moose.
And then, and like I said, I can't pronounce the name of none of these characters. I mean, they got names. It's just almost different. But this next one, I saw it and I thought, oh man, this is cool. This is a deluxe figure. He's huge. Look at this. It's like a half man, half dragon. Now, the tail, you have to put the tail on. There's a little trick to get the tail on, but it actually goes on pretty good. It has this point of articulation. It'll move this way. Look at the colors in that thing. The purple and blue, and it's shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that? I mean, I love this figure. This thing it's awesome. If you like dragons, then hey, this is it right here. Half man, half
cool.
dragon.
Yeah, I like him. That's cool.
Check out his sword right here. Let me see if I can get the sword out of his hand.
Don't break his fingers.
Notice. Look at the detail in his belt. There, it's actually got fur.
Mm-hmm.
See that? But this blade here, get it out of his hand here. Look at that. Look at the hilt on it.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Isn't that awesome? And check this out. I mean, look at the detail in it. Look, you can see like little, like the cracks in the metal. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got some age on it, like it's been in some battles. And check this out. It's got a flame effect. Let's see if I can remember how to stick it on there.
Yeah, if he's a dragon, he can light his sword on fire.
Look at that. Sticks on there. Stays on good too.
That's cool.
How about that? That is awesome. I love this figure. This is going to be probably in my top 10 for this year. But he is a beast. I mean, he is a huge figure. I mean, the detailing in it. I mean, like the pads and all. You see, it's got some, like it's tarnished a little bit. I don't know if you can tell in that line. It looks like it's just like it's got some age on it and it's tarnished. These are. I mean, the deluxe figures, his joints, I kind of moved him around a little and didn't seem to have a problem. I think it's the smaller figures, it's the ones you got to be careful. But he's got big joints and all, so they're not as difficult. But I'd still be careful with them, just to be safe. Probably still wouldn't hurt just to heat them with water or hot water. Or, like I said, use a hair dryer on it or something, But yeah, he's pretty sweet. I mean, look at that. Look at the detail in his face and all that.
I envy you because I like dragons and I like blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blue with them purple highlight. I mean, you can even see on the back of his neck and all that. And it's shiny too. See how it's shiny? I don't know if you can really tell. You probably it's probably not doing it justice on this camera, but this thing's a beast.
Good.
And
I got the big screen on behind my camera. Yeah, you can see it real good on the big screen.
Yeah. And he's got these things come like in a case of 12, I think. So he's still got more of them. In case you're looking, and you're over around the Gadsden one. This was a deluxe one. I think it was.
Aren't they like $45?
No, higher than that.
Yeah, this figure here, regular retail is $49.99 on just a regular figure.
49.
The deluxe one's like her, I think, was $59. That's like $10 more. I think he was like $69.
I was thinking like 69 or 79 is what I couldn't remember with.
Man,
the horses and the moose were like 75 or 80. I can't remember. The bear coming out, he's like 110, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. But like I said, I took some stuff. Actually, I had more stuff than what I thought when I took it, and he figured up and he said, "Hey, it's this amount of money," and I thought, "Man, okay, I can get me a few of these." So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not going to go crazy wild with it because obviously these are expensive figures, so it ain't like you just go buy a bunch of them every week, But I am going to pick up. There's a few more on my radar that I want to pick up. I really want that eagle, and I was watching an auction on it on eBay, and but it went off, and I think all of them sold now. So I don't know if I'll get one or not because everybody else is wanting like $150, $200 for it, and I found one guy that had it for $74.99, and I ended up messing around. I was kind of waiting for I thought my state income tax was going to come in this past week, but it hasn't, and I think it's going to be March 1st before they start sending out refunds. So who knows? Maybe somebody else will have one on there for that price.
Well, see, I'm sitting here doing the math in my head. I got to have him. I got to have a red one and possibly a yellow one with red highlights.
Yeah, and I'm sure they got. You can go to the website. There's tons of figures that they'd already put out. They've been doing them for like 10 years. I didn't realize they'd been doing it that long. Yeah. Oh gosh, Nancy liked the rooster. There's one that looks like a rooster.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's selling on eBay, or what they're asking is about $400 to $500 for that one.
whoa!
So, yeah, we probably wouldn't be getting it. But it's like I said, these are older figures that's been out for a while, so you can't get them anymore. So that's you got a secondary market. But I don't know if all works out, I might try to go over to Toy Atlanta at the end of March, and I know there's usually a couple of booths there that's got a lot. I've never really looked at them. I've seen them at the conventions and stuff, the Mythic Legions, and never really looked at a lot of them because I was trying not to look at stuff like that, get off on any tangents. But I'm gonna go just see what I can see and see if they got better prices than eBay on some of the older stuff. Some of the older stuff's really pricey, but I got Poxus is the wave that's currently out. This is famine. Poxus is pestilence. War is really cool. He's red with flames, and I can get War pretty easy, but his horse is about $200. So that's going to be the setback on him, because if you gotta have their horse, right? So I don't know if I'm going to do all the horsemen or not, but apparently not, because I can't afford that for a horse. I mean, 75 is pushing it, to get one. But like I said, I did some serious trading. So, they are. I mean, this is a cool wave that's come out. He's got. There's a couple of other figures of a deluxe size ogre, I believe. That's the same size as that dragon, and another figure is kind of a. You can see him there. He's kind of like he looks almost kind of like a genie. I think he's from the genie class or Geni class or whatever they call them. This is the ogre. Yeah, Jin. Yeah, the Jin class. These should be coming in.
DJINN, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. These should be coming in this week, I think he said. They were delayed for some reason, so he got the whole wave. He got all of them accessory packs. The effects packs, like I said, they have effects that look like magic, sort of like the things that come with Doctor Strange. The spheres, or like circle magic. Effects that you can put on his hands, and they have some of those. Of course, I think I showed y'all the accessory pack last week, which is just like some different colored. It's got the staffs and all different colors, just different colors and things. But there's a hand pack that's got white hands and green hands for, I guess, the ogre and the this guy and some of the others. But it's pretty neat. Again, if Hasbro would put out accessory packs like that for the classified, man, that would be a no-brainer. They would make a killing off of those.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
How many figures has Mythic Legions put out?
A bunch.
How long have they been doing it though?
About 10 years.
Since
Really?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know much about it. I didn't know how long they've been in business or how long they've been putting out, figures.
Go to their website. They list them in order, the waves in order, and there are a ton of them. Yep. And they're doing a retailer wave or something that they've been revealing pictures this past couple of weeks on. That's got some figures in there. I mean, the knights. They have knights that look amazing, and they have horses with all the armor, like you'd see in a jousting match or something.
Yep.
I mean, they got some amazing stuff. I mean, the details on these figures are awesome. My only problem I have with them is that they're so fragile. After that first one, that leg breaking, it's got me kind of nervous now. And maybe, like I said, though, if you heat the joints up, they'd probably be fine. But that's why I didn't do a whole lot of moving with these, because I hadn't heated the joints on them yet. So I'm not going to take any changes until I do. So, but yeah, they got some pretty impressive stuff. And yeah, it is expensive, but you got to figure they're probably in a lot lower production numbers than Hasbro and Mattel. If you think about it, they're very similar to the Super 7, Super 7 figures. $55 for them. These are $49.99 for these. My understanding, they like I said, they run sales on the website, sometime, because like I said, they're doing one now. But I mean, just the details in them is just amazing.
Have they done like any angel figures?
I think there's some that's similar to them. Like I said, I've looked through some of them, but there's so many that they put out. It's it's just
Yeah.
I mean there's tons of them.
I'll have to
I
look
believe
at the
they are one.
website when I got some time to
It's
do it.
it's a lot. I mean it's more like I mean it's they have these horsemen and all, but it's more along the lines of Lord of the Rings type, Dungeon Dragon type stuff. When magicians and these beasts, all these different kind of beasts and all this. But yeah, those that wave that has the all the fowl, because there's a duck, there's a rooster, there's a blue jay, and others. Man, the birds are expensive. Golly, like I said, some of them, like I said, the rooster around $400 on eBay right now, and
Prices are for the birds.
yeah, for sure. But anyway, that's what time we got. Oh yeah, we still got 30 minutes. Let's talk. The Retro Toy Quest. Got my book this past week. Volume 1, the hardback. They also have it soft covered. This thing is amazing. I love it. You got pictures, Shane, you can show. Yeah. Yeah, so that's sort of a mock-up. As you can see, that's the front and the back of it there. It kind of gives you a little idea about what's in the book. And if you notice there on the front, so basically it covered, this is the toy lines that's covered in this book. Clash of the Titans, 1980 Mattel. The Adventures of Indiana Jones, 1982 Kenner. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 1983 LJN. The A-Team, 1983 Galoob. Rambo, The Force of Freedom, 1986 Coleco. Chuck Norris Karate Commandos, 1986 Kenner. And Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, 1991 Kenner. So all these are from the 80s, and Robin Hood's from 91. You got other pictures, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, did y'all collect any of them lines?
What's that?
Y'all collect any of them lines in this book?
I actually, I still do the Rambo. I did the Chuck Norris Karate Commandos, but I took those up to Sasquatch Toys here a while back and done some trading with him. So I don't have those anymore. But I do still have all my Rambo Force of Freedoms. I've got most of those figures. I'm missing a few of the more rare ones, but
I had the Rambos and the A-Team, the Robin Hood, and the Chuck Norris when I was a kid.
What other pictures you got there, Shane?
So this right here is actually the creator of the book.
Mm-hmm.
He also does photos of different lines of toys year by year. Like so far, he's done a 82 and 83 of the G.I. Joe line, the vintage G.I. Joe line, the Python Patrol and Tiger Force G.I. Joe line, the years, all of them, all the vehicles, everything, great pictures. He also done one of the flag, which is, I've got all the G.I. Joe stuff so far. And he's just now doing the 84 print, and they are awesome. You need to check them out if you ain't seen them. Got a page on Facebook, Retro Toy Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Go check that out. Great stuff, man. We've met Wayne at Joe Fest, I believe it was, John, was it?
I believe so. It was Joe Fest or Toylanta 1. I can't remember which.
Yeah, it was one of the two, but he is a great guy. We've had him on the show talking about his product and what he's doing. He's got a passion for toys like we do, man, and it's great. His stuff is amazing.
I think he actually lives over around Atlanta.
I think that's what he said.
I believe so.
Atlanta. But yeah, his work is great. Yeah. It's awesome, and everything you see that he takes pictures of is his personal collection.
Yep.
So everything you see, he's got.
Yep.
He's not borrowing from anybody else.
Well, actually, I think some of these in this book he does give others credit, because I think some of these toy lines he gets boxed examples of. And,
I was talking more or less about the G.I. Joe stuff he's got.
Oh right, yeah. A lot of it actually is his.
But this is just some pictures from the book. You can see it's great. But these are just pre-production photos that he had. But it's amazing, like John was saying. It's a great reference for things that you collect or might even want to collect. Here you see some Clash of the Titans stuff.
Yeah.
There, and you see some Indiana Jones stuff, which is hot right now. People are buying it like crazy. I think I got one more picture. There's some Rambo stuff.
Yeah. It is. They are very nice. I mean, the best part about them is if you collect any of these toy lines, as you can see there in that picture, it shows you every accessory, everything they come with. So you can look at that and tell if your figure is complete, if it's missing something. Man, it's just it is very nice. These are awesome books. I mean, they're absolutely. If you don't have one, I encourage you to get one. I can't remember. I think maybe I give $50 for this hardback.
Yeah, $49.99 for a hardback.
He's got softbacks too, but I encourage you to get the hardback. The hardback's nice. I mean, it is really, really nice.
That brings back some of his memories.
You can see here he's got a history of the toy line. He gives you a description of everything, how it was, come about, what it was made of. You see there, he's got some shots of the cartoon, some shots of movies that Stallone's been in.
And he does throughout this book. There's pictures of VHS tapes for a lot of these. He does. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, he has done a fantastic job on these books. They are worth every penny of it.
I'm gonna point something out. Look at the pictures. There's no way today in modern society we would get them in toy form.
Oh no.
No way. And they're beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, he does some great work. Yeah. Really good work. You can see he's got he's breaking down the weapons here. I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah. Really good work. Yeah, go check him out, Retro Toy Quest. Let's get some close-ups here. You can see there, he's telling you everything about it.
Yeah.
About the Clash of Titans.
There's interviews with some of the people that was involved in making these toys in here too. I mean, he knows people. He's got contacts with people in the industry, and talked to them, interviewed them, and
look at there. That's some G.I. Joe right there.
Yeah.
That's from the old Sears catalogs.
Yep.
It's just,
just beautiful
photography work.
You're talking about reminiscing over things, man. What is that?
Yeah, it's just really, really.
What was that?
And I believe I've showed my picture before. The pictures before of the prints. His attention to detail is what I like about his stuff. It's really a lot of attention to it.
Yeah.
And John can tell us more. Is that a reference guide? The colors, John?
I don't know that's not in the book. That must just be something he was using for the print.
It may have been the color print, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Probably the color scale or something.
Right. Yeah, I didn't order one when he was doing the Kickstarter, but I'm going to try to get one now.
Yeah, I think you can still get them. I'm sure he printed out more. And
I looked online, and you can still pick them up.
Yeah, I'll show you some of the. Try to show you a few pictures here too that you can't see there.
I wonder, does he have to have a license from the particular toy companies that he's covering? Does he have to have a license or have permission to publish the pictures and information and everything?
I don't think so, since it's all old stuff that's no longer in production.
Because if he was going to do like a Star Wars book, I'm sure you'd have to, clear it with Disney or
Yeah.
Lucasfilm or
I,
whatever.
I don't know. I mean, if you're just if it's just photographs of toys, you can find them on the internet all day long, and I'm pretty
Well,
sure
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't get.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they don't get permission.
yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that Mr. T flyer thing right there, they used to hand them out at Toys R Us.
I'm not sure about that one, but maybe so.
I still got that Mr. T right there, the big one. I'm missing a lot of the pieces to him, but I still got him.
The earpiece, the earring piece there is a lot of people are hard to find those.
Really?
Oh.
That's what I've been seeing. Because
I
they
got
just
the
right out.
earrings.
How many gold chains does he come with?
About 5.
Yeah. There was a peg that goes in the back of his neck. It holds them in. I think
Yeah.
I'm missing that peg.
Now pity the fool missing an earring. I love me some Mr. T back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you put me on big screen there, Shane?
Yeah, I'm working on it now, brother.
All right. I'll see if I can show. I'm going to take pictures and send to Shane for this, but I mean, so here's the first page of the Clash of the Titans. Notice down here, see, there's the old VHS tape, and you see pictures of the figures. This is kind of what he does, puts them in like action scenes and all. You notice right over here, oops, there's a lunchbox with a thermos. He's got a picture of it in there. I mean, there's all kind of odd end things like that in there. I was going to show you. I mean, there's, like I said, articles and ads. Again, see, here's pictures of all the figures. He shows the packaging, and I think that's where he gets a lot. That's where he got credited other people for having like still having sealed packaging pieces and all like that. The big the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
And there's even a picture of the box the Kraken come in. I mean, it's just full of stuff like this. It's just the look here, Indiana Jones. See, there's the VHS of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm-hmm.
You go over here, there's a board game, and it shows the actual board above it in the box. I mean, he's just got a lot of little odd end stuff in there like that. It even says right here, scenes from 1982 Kenner TV advertisement up here in the corner. You got scenes from the television, from the commercials. I mean, it's really, really neat. He talks a lot about them. Look at here. I don't even remember this. I don't even remember them doing this, but they actually had a mine car for Temple of Doom. See that? With a track with loop-de-loops.
I remember that buddy of mine had that, and our next door neighbor had that.
Really? I don't even remember. I vaguely even remember them having Temple of Doom figures at all. Now, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, I remember going in, used to be Circus World over in the Gadsden Mall. It's called Circus World. I remember seeing the Raiders of the Lost Ark figures hanging up in there when I was a little kid. But I was going to see if I could find some more tidbit things here. Let's see what we got here.
1981, I lived in California.
See, here's where he done a spotlight on the toy designer, Tim Effler, who was involved with some of the different toys. There's the $6 Million Man. There's C-3PO. So that guy apparently worked for Kenner. You see, he's got like sketches of things. I mean, just there's all kind of information in here. I hadn't even had time to sit down and start reading through it yet, but I mean, it's pretty amazing.
We truly did grow up in a great time, man.
Oh yeah, the toys of the '80s were awesome. I mean, it's just
Yeah, you
no.
just can't beat what we grew up with.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like video games and stuff too, but you have to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's what it's all about right there. That's the whole reason they made toys. You know, for us to play with them, and that's what we did. We played with them. You know, and the reason why we collect them now is because they bring back those memories of us playing with them. And kids today, they don't know how to open the door and go outside. I mean, that's what it is, and you know.
He's even on the Dungeons and Dragons. He highlights the animated series, shows a list of all the characters there and some of the scenes from the. Of course, they never made action figures for the animated series until last year.
They made PVC figures for the animated series, John, but I think they were strictly overseas.
Yeah.
There's a PVC set that they made. They're like little figures, and
So talking about the PVC, here's all the PVC figures from the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons toy line.
yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they did the cartoon characters. They
Yeah,
did.
I think
those
you're
too.
right, but I think you're right. They were only released in Europe, I believe, if I remember right, because I remember seeing something about that a while back.
Because me and Chip were talking about that at work, and he's a big fan of the cartoon, and he was saying the only way he could get them was from overseas.
Yeah. See our spotlight with Rich Rowland, toy sculptor. So I mean, he actually talked and interviewed to some of these guys, and I mean, it's just really cool. And some of the look there. Here's pictures of some different things. There's actually 18 VHS tape. So I guess they must have put some episodes out. Check this out. There's the Mr. T cereal. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I remember that. I used to eat that cereal.
I pay the fool, don't eat my cereal.
I eat in the box.
I wanted to show you. Let me skip on over here.
Do you remember in Pee-wee's Big Adventure he was eating Mr. T cereal?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
was he? Well, it's been a long
Yeah.
time since I've seen that movie.
If you watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure, he's eating that, and he said that's exactly what he says. I pity the fool who don't eat my cereal.
I don't remember the jet, the 18 jet. And I remember facing his car.
I had Face's Corvette.
Yeah.
I had Face's Corvette because it was a Corvette. That was my car back in the 80s.
I remember
I had
the 18 tank, but I don't remember the jet.
No, yeah. I had Face's Vet, but I didn't have anything else.
The man, let's see. I was going to flip over here and see if I can find. I mean, there's just a lot of awesome stuff in this book, really. There, on the Rambo, of course, it covers that, Rocky from, when Rocky was supposed to have been one of the G.I. Joes. And that ended up getting, they weren't able to get him because I think Stallone had already signed the contract with another toy company, I guess Coleco, for the Rambo figures. And so they ended up having to scrap that. But I was gonna look here and so like the Robin Hood, and this is kind of it because y'all remember the Robin Hood. It used a lot of stuff from the Star Wars. A lot of the Ewok stuff.
Kenner reused a lot of stuff from Return of the Jedi,
and
for Robin Hood. The Ewok Village was the Sherwood Forest place set.
Yeah, and see right here it shows all that on that page right there.
Yeah,
it shows you the different things. It shows you what the parts are made out of. The figures. Some of it was from Superpower. Some of it was from Star Wars.
Friar Tuck was a Gamorrean guard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had to do a little sculpt. They added a knife to his belt. Will Scarlet was part of Rob. It was a mixture of Robin and Decide. You see, and I mean it's just got all kind of neat stuff in there. The Borrowed Toy Line is what it's called. But it's an amazing book. That's the back of it, which I think we saw a little bit earlier. And this is what come with it. Like I said, these are volume 2 and volume 3. and it looks like, I can't really tell, but it looks like it's, I mean, there's Brave Star. That's definitely Mask, Superpowers, Star Trek. And
Voltron.
I'm not sure. Is that maybe Dune from the Dune toy line
I
Possibly.
believe so.
back in the day?
I believe it is.
Volume 3 is going to have you Thundercats, Marvel, probably
Secret Wars,
maybe Secret Wars. That's kind of what that Captain America looks like.
Voltron, Centurions.
Ace
and
McCloud.
that's Silverhawks over in the corner. That's
Yep.
Sure enough. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I'd like to get Volume 3. That's cool.
yeah. So that's
Kip
I mean,
actually has some of the vintage Voltron action figures, the little figures.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Galoob Star Trek figures, Next Generation figures that Galoob did.
I
'cause
believe you're right.
if it's Playmates, they'd have to have a whole volume just for that one toy line because there was over nearly 200 of those. There were a ton of those.
The whole Robin Hood dude, the play set, I exploited my mother's crush on Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I had every one of them.
I'm going to tell you, and I wished I'd have kept them. And I know it was considered a bomb. But y'all remember Waterworld, the figures that Kenner did for Waterworld?
Oh, yeah.
They made the boat. The boat was huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that thing was tall. And I got the thing. I got every one of the figures in the boat at KB Toys. The figures were like three for $10 or something. In the boat, I think I got the boat for $9.99. You know how they'd mark stuff down at KB.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I'd give anything if I'd have kept those. I don't know why I ended up selling them off or something years ago.
They ain't gonna tell you how much they're worth now.
I don't think I still don't think they're worth a lot. I think the boat may be if
I
you
was
find
gonna
it.
say I think it's like a catamaran or something like that.
Yeah.
But,
It's
yeah.
it's
I
kind of
think
like one of
that's
those things you don't see them very often, but they're not really sought after. So it's
Yeah.
you can find them at a
Yeah.
good price if you can find them.
Well, they're pretty good. They were
But-
nice though.
But check it out. I'm definitely going to have to go pre-order Volume 2 because they're taking pre-orders for it now, and I can't wait. I can't wait to. He's hitting on the smaller toy lines, the ones that most people don't remember, or that there weren't very many of, and all trying to hit those. And then I figure later on he'll probably do volumes for the bigger toy lines. I mean, G.I. Joe, you got yojo.com, you got several different guides out there with G.I. Joes and all that. Same way with Star Wars and some of those. So he's trying to hit on stuff that people don't have guides for, don't have information on. And like I said, it's great because if you collect any of this stuff, you can go to that book and see exactly what accessories they come with, or see what all come out. And like I said, I didn't think there was that many 18 toys. I thought there were just a handful, but after looking through that, there's a bunch of 18 toys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Things that I never knew, like I said, like that jet, I don't even remember ever even seeing it. But yeah, definitely, if you're any kind of an 80s fan, toy fan, you definitely need these books. I mean, they're well worth it. Well worth it. And I can't wait to see them sitting up there on the shelf in order, just lined up with that's going to be cool to get all those. Yeah, I'm definitely in on the hardback's the way to go, though. I mean, the hardback's great. But like I said, if you're trying to save money, pinch pennies, do the softback. I think the soft cover was how much was the soft cover, Shane?
I want to say $29.99 maybe.
Something like I think so.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, but the hardback's gonna last longer,
Yeah.
And I definitely if you can do the hardback, I'd do the hardback. But anyway, looks like we got 5 minutes to go. Anybody have anything else that's on their mind? Do we have any comments we missed, Shane?
No, we don't. We got them all.
Okay, we did. All right. Again, like I said, a lot of this stuff we talk about in the show, like these Mythic Legions. I mean, Wolf's Den over in Glencoe's got them. We got they just opened up Replay Toys this past Saturday in Birmingham. So now we got a Replay Toys in Birmingham and in Huntsville. Of course, you got the Deep, you got Total Nostalgia, you got Sasquatch Toys. We got toy places all around.
Rocket City Toys.
Rocket City Toys. That's a good one.
What the Nerd up in Albertville.
Yep, What the Nerd. So, if you can, do business with these folks and keep them in business so we have a place to go and hang out and talk toys and,
they're gonna have the stuff that Walmart's not gonna have, especially when it comes to older toys.
That's obvious too.
Yeah. You're gonna if depending on what you collect, if you're looking for certain things, not only that, but they can probably help you find whatever it is you're looking for, because I'm sure they know people that know people that know people, and that's what it is, word of mouth.
Well, it's like with a lot of them, you can tell them to be on the lookout for something that you're looking for, and they get stuff in all the time,
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something specific, they'll
I'm going to tell you,
nostalgia, they'll definitely do it.
Seth over at Sasquatch Toys, he does these shows all over. I mean, he's Texas, Ohio, and all that. I mean, he comes back with all kind of stuff.
Yep.
I mean, he literally had a carded Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, beautiful carded Boba Fett for $3,500.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a whole bunch of carded Empire Strikes Back figures in mint condition that he got that he done some trading and picked up at a show. I'm like, he comes across all kind of stuff, and a lot of others do too.
And a lot of the owners of these stores, they're really good people.
Yeah.
So far, all the ones I've met and dealt with, they're good people. They're not trying to rip you off. They're trying to help you enjoy the hobby that you're part of.
A lot of people don't understand. They got to make money too. They got overhead.
Yeah. Right. We all want a good deal. We all want to save money. We want to get something for a good price, but you've got to respect what they're doing too. Like you say, they're in this to make money, but yet they also want to help you, with your hobby. So if you can come to a mutual, agree, a deal or whatever, then that helps both parties. So.
Support local.
Support local. Right.
I would much rather go to a toy store that's owned by a mom and pop, and spend $50 on a figure that not only that, it's older, it's going to be it's worth more than going and spending $50 on two figures that Walmart just put out.
I'd rather do anything than go to Walmart.
Yeah. With that figure, John, that you broke with her leg, the plastic today is nothing like the plastic 30 years or 40 years ago.
Oh, no way, man. Imagine the torture we put ourselves through.
You see some of these figures that are vintage figures. You see how long they've lasted. You see, granted they might have a little paint wear, or because we played with them. Most of them. This new stuff, you got to heat the dang thing up before you can pose it.
The new stuff, obviously, a lot of this new stuff is not meant for children.
No,
it's not. It's not.
I mean, the Mythic Legions definitely is not meant for children.
Children's imaginations today are virtually non-existent. I mean, in my opinion,
If it's not on this or on a gaming console, they're
Changing the subject, but staying with it. Has anybody seen the new G.I. Joe video game?
No, I didn't even know.
It's been side scrolling. Looks pretty good. I don't know what system it's going to be out on.
Probably all of them.
It's a side scroller. It's like the old school side scrollers.
Kind of like Mario, or
well, more like Contra.
There you go.
Okay. I like those guys.
That was a hard game back in the day. Contra, man.
Excuse me.
Up, down, left, right. Select A, B, start.
5 minutes in, you get killed.
That's infinite. That's infinity right there. You're infinite with that code.
What was that? 99 lives?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can remember back from the Nintendo days.
these new games, they got like 50 buttons on the thing, and you having to move and then aim at the same time. I don't have the coordination to do it.
I'll never forget. Original NES, you had A/B buttons and you had the directional pad. Okay, select and start. That was it.
Yep,
when
that was
Sega Genesis came out, they added an extra button, so you got A, B, and C, I guess.
And when you was doing it, you were doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
To make your people jump.
Yeah. Mario couldn't jump unless you moved that controller like that. And that's not a generational thing there neither, because I've watched Marshall try to play them, and he's over here doing this. He'll sit there and play at Game Boy, and you'll see him doing this.
You think moving the whole thing is going to move them?
Playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe if I move the whole thing, he'll go that way.
I'm waiting for him to fall out of his chair. He's gonna fly.
I've seen a advertisement. They're gonna have a Comic-Con in Birmingham coming up.
They always have a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I like to go this year. I like to go meet Kane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go to that new Replay Toys maybe in the next couple weekends. Saturday if I got some time off or whatever, and go down there and see what they got going on.
Yeah. The one in Huntsville is loaded with a lot of stuff. So
I've been in that one. It's nice. I mean, they got some cool stuff in there.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, it's 9:02, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it for this week. And glad to have all the viewers. Hopefully, some still watching. Maybe they didn't all get tired and quit. So, I know it's getting kind of late. Everybody got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, just a reminder to people that's watching: if you want to, we'll show you collection on here. Send pictures to Shane, and he'll put them on here so people, we can show it on the show. And if you want to be on the show, if you want to be interviewed or whatever, let us know.
I'm working on that, trying to get my collection, so I can get pictures made and all that.
We can still do 10 huts and all that too. That's what the community is about: getting to know each other and knowing what everybody likes, and then we know what to look for when we go out looking. I know, hey, Philip's looking for Star Wars. I know Corey's looking for Zabu Build-A-Figure pieces, and we know what we're looking for, right? So.
Right now, the thing I'm finding is tumbleweeds.
Lots of those.
Anybody looking for them? I got you hooked up.
What are they?
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds.
Ain't nothing out there.
Well, all right. Hey, we're gonna let everybody go. So, like I said, I know a lot of you got to work.
Good night, everybody.
So. Glad y'all joined us. Y'all have a great weekend. See y'all next Sunday.
Thanks for
Happy
having me.
hunting.